Ken, today we were talking about your earnings. You did increase revenue by 19% year over year. Can you talk us through some of the highlights here?
Yeah, 2020 was a very interesting year for Alpine 4. Dealing with the nuances of COVID, it created a lot of different challenges for us on so many different levels. And really, when you're a complex company like Alpine 4 is, we have a lot of moving parts, diverging subsidiaries and different types of holdings facing different types of challenges. But overall, we did grow at roughly 19% over 2019's numbers, which, on the surface is good, right? But the reality is we should have grown at 67% over 2019. When you added, if you would have taken those subsidiaries that we really added in 2020 and really December of 2019 and annualized that, we should have done a lot more revenue, roughly 47 million. So we're down off of what we should have done, but still grew over what we did in 2019. And that was primarily from adding acquisitions. That being said, 2020 was a brutal year on every facet of it. We made the decision to really keep our employees, not only because it was advantageous for us going further, but it was the right thing to do. These people have families, our employees have families, they have children. We decided that we were going to take on that burden no matter what it costs to keep these people, our employees employed. And so, but that comes at a cost. We lost $8 million. The good news is, 2021 we're a completely different company. So we have many competitors. I would say almost a third of our competitors industry-wide are no longer in business. We're excited for 2021. We're glad to put 2020 behind us.
And it seems like you've already been experiencing some good growth in Q2. Is that right?
Yeah, so to talk about 2021 and why we're really a fundamentally different company, we were able to effectuate a $50 million capital raise and an additional $9 million drawn down from our equity line. And so we raised $59 million total. It completely fundamentally changed our balance sheet. We were able to take our cash, pay off almost all of our debt, especially our higher interest debt. That will yield a lot of great things. We were at about 11 to 12 million. Now we're at negative deficit of 8 million. But in Q1, we went from a negative 8 million to a positive 40 plus million, positive equity. So that's a wonderful thing to have. It fundamentally changes things for us. So what we're seeing in Q2 and really Q3 of this year, we're starting to see some explosive growth and the effectuation of that capital raise that's going to pay some pretty big dividends to our shareholders and our company long term.
Excellent. And I'm sure you get this question a lot, but can you give us any kind of update on your uplisting to the NASDAQ?
Thank you. We do get that question very often. When we gave the estimate back in February of 2 weeks, that process, that time frame was actually given from the NASDAQ as far as their timing goes. In fact, if you look at their website, they actually have the 4 to 6 week time frame. So what's gone on? That's a valid question from our shareholders. Well, it's nothing that Alpine's done. Alpine is actually fundamentally stronger than it has ever been. We meet every check mark of the NASDAQ. What has happened is in January, early January, they have been inundated with new listings, which is good for the NASDAQ. It shows how strong that platform is. But the reality is, where they were probably doing 1 listing a week, they're doing 5 to 10. And so they're just, frankly, it's overwhelmed. So we've decided, and our shareholders, I'm talking to you, you need to be patient. Good things are coming. There is no reason to believe that we won't be uplisted to the NASDAQ. I'm in communication with them fairly often. They're going through the process that they have, but we do need to give them the time to do what they need to do. And we'll get there together.
Ken, appreciate the update today and your time. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Christina.